General Hospital Spoilers reveal that, in the end, Trina has agreed to attend the Sorbonne in Paris, marking a major turning point in her life. After losses, suffering, and difficult choices, she decided to step out of her comfort zone, pursue her dreams, and seek a fresh start. Paris is not only a city of art and culture, but also a place that holds painful memories for her about Spencer. Although she tried to move on, a part of her still feels that this place is tied to what she has lost. But Trina never expected that, right there, one of the biggest shocks of her life was waiting. This new chapter is not only the journey of a young woman following her dreams but also an event that could completely change her life. No one, not even Trina, could have anticipated that Spencer is still alive and is in Paris. When she arrives, she thought she would enjoy a new life, search for new opportunities, and leave the past behind. But fate had something entirely different in store. Trina will not only find Spencer, but she will have to face a reality more shocking than anything she ever imagined. He has no memory of her, no recollection of Port Charles, their love, or the promises they made to each other. Spencer is living a completely different life, like a stranger in this glamorous city. But even if his memory is erased, will his heart still recognize her? This new adjustment not only affects Trina but also thrusts Spencer into a whirlwind of forgotten memories. If Trina tries to help him remember, she may be putting both of them in danger, because those who wanted him gone may not leave them in peace if the truth is exposed. But if she stays silent, she will have to accept that the boy she once loved is now just a shadow of the past. Spencer's reappearance in Trina's life once again is not only a shock to her but will completely alter the path she has chosen. She will have to make tough decisions. Continue with her new life in Paris or find a way to bring Spencer back to himself? And more importantly, if his memory never returns, can she love him again from the beginning? Keep watching General Hospital to witness this dramatic love story as Trina and Spencer face their destiny once more. Will Paris be the place that brings them together, or will it be the place that drives them apart forever? One thing is certain, this reunion will not be like anything Trina ever imagined. Kai and Trina unexpectedly receive a shocking piece of news, a revelation that could completely change everything they believed in. This not only forces them to adjust their perspective on the future but also plunges them into a dramatic and dangerous situation. As the truth gradually unfolds, they realize that what seemed to be an end is actually the beginning of an entirely new chapter. The information they received is too hard to accept immediately. Spencer is still alive. Throughout all this time, Trina has been in agony over losing him, trying to heal and move forward, but now that she knows he's still in Paris, all the emotions within her surge like a violent wave. She doesn't know whether to feel happy, shocked, or angry about what has happened. But above all, she knows she cannot let Spencer continue to live without any memory of his former life. Kai, who has witnessed Trina's recovery journey, understands exactly what she has gone through to overcome this loss. He knows how much she suffered when she believed Spencer was gone forever, and he sees the inner conflict in her eyes when she learns Spencer is still alive but remembers nothing about her. At this point, Kai is forced to make a choice. Should he help Trina find Spencer and bring him back to Port Charles? Or should he keep his distance and let her decide without interfering in her love life? But Kai also realizes something important. This situation is not just about finding a man with amnesia and bringing him home. There is a force behind Spencer's disappearance. Someone deliberately concealed this, making the world believe Spencer was dead, and if they find out Trina is trying to bring him back to Port Charles, they will surely not let it go. Trina is not the type to give up easily. She has endured too much loss in her life, and she is not willing to let Spencer continue living in oblivion. Whether he remembers or not, she wants him to know the truth about himself. She wants him to remember everything, about his family, his past, Port Charles, and most importantly, about the love between them. Kai sees the determination in Trina's eyes, and that makes it impossible for him to stay on the sidelines. Even though he may feel concerned about the dangers they might face, he cannot let Trina face everything alone. No matter what happens, he decides he will help her at all costs. The two of them begin planning how to approach Spencer without revealing their true identities. They must be very careful, if the people behind Spencer's disappearance find out they are investigating, they will likely take action to stop them. But even though they are prepared, neither Trina nor Kai can predict what will happen next. This new adjustment not only changes Trina's future but also impacts Kai in a way he never imagined. He realizes that sometimes, true friendship isn't just about standing by and observing, but about diving into the battle alongside the person you care about. But he also knows that if Spencer regains his memory, that means he will lose Trina. Can Kai help Trina bring Spencer back without putting himself in danger? Will Trina be able to make Spencer remember everything, or will she have to accept that the boy she loved is now a completely different person? And more importantly, if the truth about Spencer is revealed, who will try to stop them? Keep watching General Hospital to witness the dramatic journey of Trina and Kai as they face the mysteries and dangers awaiting them in Paris. Will they be able to bring Spencer back to Port Charles safely, or will other forces intervene before the truth is exposed? One thing is certain, this story will change everything, and no one can predict what will happen next. Spencer has lost his memory, and this is not only a huge shock for Trina but also plunges the Cassadine family into chaos. His mysterious disappearance had already raised many unanswered questions, but now, knowing that he remembers nothing about his past, things have become even more complicated. Spencer, who once had a turbulent life and complicated relationships in Port Charles, is now just a shadow of himself, living in a foreign city unaware of his true identity. Laura, his grandmother who loves Spencer deeply, knows that his condition cannot continue for long. This is not just a medical issue, it's a battle to get Spencer back before dangerous forces can manipulate him for their own purposes. People like Victor Cassadine, who has previously manipulated the Cassadine family, may have been planning to turn Spencer into a pawn of power for a long time. If he cannot remember who he truly is, could he be controlled to serve a larger conspiracy? In an effort to help Spencer recover, Laura has decided to turn to Liz and Isaiah, two people she believes can help him through this difficult time. Liz, with her extensive medical experience and her personal relationship with Spencer, may be the best person to assist him in his recovery. She is not only a talented nurse but also someone who can connect with Spencer on a personal level, helping him recall the memories that have been buried. Meanwhile, Isaiah, with his ability to read people and his psychological expertise, may help Spencer delve deeper into his memory. But even with their support, Spencer's memory recovery process is far from simple. The more he tries to remember, the more haunted he becomes by vague images, fragmented pieces, memories of Port Charles, of Trina, of the Cassadine family, but unable to piece them together into a complete story. However, a larger issue looms behind this, the legacy of the Cassadine family. This family is not only a symbol of power and wealth but also the center of dark plots and secrets that have been hidden for decades. If Spencer begins to remember everything, it could accidentally trigger dangerous events that he cannot foresee. Secrets relating to Esme, Nicholas, and even Victor Cassadine could be revealed, and if the shadowy forces behind Spencer's disappearance learn that he is recovering his memory, they may not sit idly by and let him reclaim it all. Laura knows that if the Cassadine legacy still exists, there are dark forces ready to intervene to ensure Spencer never regains those memories. Old enemies, dangerous secrets, and unresolved conspiracies could resurface once Spencer recalls everything. But is that something he truly wants? Will his memories bring him freedom, or will they become a burden too heavy to bear? Meanwhile, Trina cannot just stand by. She knows that if Spencer doesn't regain his memory, he may never return to Port Charles or remember the love they once shared. But if he does remember everything, will he have to face even more painful truths? Could those memories change him, turning him into someone else? Trina is also confronted with a big question. Can she help Spencer without putting both of them in danger? Should she reveal everything immediately, or should she help him recover his memories in the most natural way possible? She knows that if she pushes him too fast, he might panic, reject everything, and disappear forever. But if she does nothing, she could lose him again, this time, for good. While Laura, Liz, and Isaiah are working to help Spencer recover, other forces are watching their every move. Those who have manipulated Spencer in the shadows may not want him to regain his memory, as it could ruin their long-term plans. If they find out that someone is trying to help Spencer remember, they may take action to stop it. And if that happens, no one can predict what the consequences will be. The battle to regain Spencer's memory is not just a personal journey, it is a power struggle between those who want to protect him and those who want to control him. Will Laura, Liz, and Isaiah help him recover his memory before it's too late? Or will Spencer be trapped in a web of secrets, never finding himself again? Continue watching General Hospital to witness this dramatic turn of events. As Spencer begins to recall fragments of his memory, a new storm may be brewing for the Cassadine family, and this time, no one can predict what will happen next. Will Spencer find himself again, or will he become a completely different person? And more importantly, is Port Charles truly ready for his return? One thing is certain, this is not just a story about memory, it's a story of power, love, and secrets that can never be hidden forever. Trina has finally made a life-changing decision. She will stay in Paris to continue studying at the Sorbonne. This is an important step that she had thought about for a long time before agreeing. There was a time when she thought her future lay in Port Charles, with family, friends, and memories that could never be forgotten. But now, after everything that has happened, she realizes she needs to step out of her comfort zone, take a new beginning to explore herself, and pursue the dreams she once missed. However, this decision also means that she and Spencer will no longer be together as before. The distance is not just geographical, but also a change in how they see life. While in Port Charles, Spencer was an important part of her life, someone she once loved deeply. But now, standing in the magnificent Paris with its open opportunities, she cannot deny that she is slowly entering a different world, one where Spencer may no longer belong. She has spent too much time grieving over his departure, going through tough times believing he was dead. But now, knowing that he is still alive, everything has become more complicated. She cannot go back to the past, she cannot deny that her life has changed, and she is no longer the girl she once was, the one who put love above everything. Spencer may have returned, but that does not mean she can continue with him as if nothing ever happened. Moreover, Spencer himself has changed. He is no longer the young man she once loved, not only because he has lost his memory, but because everything he has gone through has transformed him into a different person. If he remembers everything, will he still be the Spencer she once knew? And if he cannot remember, will their love still have meaning? Trina staying in Paris is a clear sign that she is choosing her own path, no longer letting herself be bound by memories or past relationships. Although she still has feelings for Spencer, she knows that love cannot always keep two people together. She has learned to love herself first, to prioritize her future, and that is what she needs to do now. Spencer, whether he regains his memory or not, must face the reality that Trina is no longer waiting for him. The truth is, no matter how much he wants to keep her, he cannot if she no longer wants to stay. Their love was once beautiful, but love is not always everything. When two people walk on different paths, there are things that cannot be forced. Nevertheless, Trina's decision does not mean she does not cherish what she and Spencer once had. She will always remember him, remember the moments they shared, but she also knows that she must move forward. She cannot let the past hold her back forever. Paris is where she will grow, where she will explore the world, and she cannot let anything stop her. Spencer, even though it will hurt to know that Trina will not return to Port Charles for him, will have to face the truth that he needs to find himself. Without Trina by his side, he will have to fight through the tangled memories, his past, and the Cassadine legacy that he can no longer escape. This is the moment he must choose his own path, without her by his side. This new story is not only about a love that has grown distant but also about growth, about accepting that sometimes love must make way for bigger goals in life. Trina and Spencer were once an admirable couple, but sometimes, even the strongest love cannot withstand unavoidable changes. Continue watching General Hospital to witness Trina's journey as she begins a new chapter in her life in Paris, as well as the path Spencer will choose when he no longer has Trina by his side. One thing is certain, this is not just a separation, it is the end of a love story once thought to be eternal. But will time change everything? Will fate bring them back together again? Only time will tell.